Welcome to Dollars and Cents. My name is John Mazzara, and I'm president of Venture Development, Minnesota's premier mortgage broker. I'm also a real estate broker associate with RE/MAX Results. Over here to my left is Patty Mazzara, and she's our vice president. Now, for those of you that don't know what a mortgage broker does, a mortgage broker goes to the marketplace and searches for borrowers the right products and programs with various investors.
At Venture, we've been financing the American dream of home ownership since 1995. We broker FHA, VA, conventional, conforming and jumbo loans, as well as USDA loans. Today we'd like to tell you a little bit about each one of these programs.
Before we dig into mortgage financing, I'd like to talk briefly about the housing market in the Twin Cities. Now, the market, of course, is cyclical, and I've been selling homes since 1986. And I'm going to tell you, I have not seen the opportunities to purchase real estate at these levels, at these distress levels, ever in my career. So I would strongly encourage you, if you're thinking about purchasing a primary residence or an investment property, to sit down and take a look at the numbers and see if it makes sense. Interest rates are at 50-year lows. Interest rates and APRs have never been this good. So you have the opportunity to buy homes and properties at anywhere from possibly a third to half of what they were selling at just a few years ago. So give me a call, we'll take a look, and we'll see if it makes sense. Now, you may have to sell your home for less than you believe that you could have sold it for previously, and that's something that you'll have to adjust to, but you'll be getting hopefully a correspondingly larger discount off of the new home or the next property that you purchase.
I'd like to talk about the Twin Cities market. We're hearing about short sales, foreclosures, and even shadow inventory. Can you please shed some light on these terms and what they might mean to our viewers?
I'd love to, Patty. What I'm finding in my real estate practice is that approximately 40 to 50% of the transactions today in the Twin Cities market represent a distressed property, which would either be a short sale or a foreclosure. Now, my personal feeling is that this will probably continue for at least a few more years. The key to solving the real estate crisis is job creation. When people have jobs and feel secure, they'll go out and buy homes. Now, watch housing, because housing is a leading economic indicator. So when you see housing sales start to pick up, what you'll see is that the economy will start to move forward. So watch housing. Now, with regards to shadow inventory, that was one of your questions. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac currently have a large inventory of properties. I believe it's a couple 100,000 homes. And those homes need to be liquidated and absorbed into the marketplace. As well as there's something called shadow inventory, which represents properties that have not yet been foreclosed on, but people are in distress, meaning they're behind on their payment, so they're just entering the system. And that could represent anywhere from a couple million to 4 to 5 million. And of course, Minnesota doesn't have that many people, but that's nationwide. So shadow inventory represents homes that are yet to enter into the marketplace as a foreclosure or a short sale. And you can see that at this rate, there's going to be a lot of distressed properties on the marketplace for some time. That's why I think, unfortunately, this is something to get used to, because it'll be here for at least a couple years.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the short sale? And then specifically, I keep hearing about the Hoffa short sale. I'd like to learn more about that as well.
Sure. Short sales are the biggest story that we have today. A short sale is where a seller agrees to sell their home for less than they currently owe on it. Now, that involves the lender taking a discount, and they'll generally pay the real estate brokerage commissions as well as any back taxes and make a settlement on any second mortgages. And when they do that, then they allow the property to be sold and transfer as a traditional sale. But there's a loss, and that loss may involve a deficiency, and that's something you're going to want to speak with your attorney and or accountant to understand the repercussions of that. Now, with regards to the Hoffa is a pre-negotiated short sale. And so what you're doing is you're working with the lender to determine what you can sell it at. They're going to respond to you on a quicker basis, and they may even give you some relocation money. So a Hoffa is a really expedited, nice type of short sale if you're eligible for it, but not all lenders participate. But we can still do a regular short sale. So if you need to sell your home and you owe more than you can possibly sell for in the market, and a short sale looks like it might be something that you want to consider, call me. I'd be happy to review your options and explain it to you in more detail.
I'm so glad there are options out there for people who are concerned about their financing or their home ownership. What I want to reinforce is that there's a lot of misinformation out there. So please, if you are concerned, contact a mortgage professional, call us. Find out what you need to do if you are having trouble with your mortgage. Call your accountant and your attorney. Please talk to the professionals before you make any decisions. then one of the options that I do want to tell everybody about is the existing Harp program. A Harp is the Home Affordable Refinance Program that is specific to certain types of conventional financing. If your mortgage is underwater and you have a conventional loan, you can call us and we can look it up to see if it would qualify for this program. The program is not going to be around forever. It was just extended through the end of 2013, and it may go away at that time unless, again, they extend it or improve on the program. So you can call us with your mortgage information and we can look it up, see if it's Fannie or Freddie and if it may be eligible, and then from there we'll take a look at the rest of your situation and see how we can help you.
You know, Patty, refinancing can be done for a number of reasons. It can be done to consolidate debt, lower a mortgage term, or lower a monthly payment. And with today's rates and APRs, it's just incredible. Somebody may be able to make the same payment that they're used to making and reduce the term, let's say, from a 30-year down to a 20 or even a 15, and in some cases, even down to a 10, depending on the interest rate that you started at. Now, if you have a jumbo loan, which is a loan over $417,000, you probably rightly feel left out because most of the mortgage programs that have come out to help homeowners have excluded jumbos. But we have some options. So if you do have a large loan, we can actually go up to $2 million on certain loan to values. Give us a call and we'd be happy to take a look at your situation and give you some options. Previously, again, this market has been pretty tight and there haven't been options for jumbos. Today we have some, so give me a call.
We really do have a lot of options. Now, with traditional conventional financing, we can usually go up to 80% loan to value without mortgage insurance. Now, we can go higher, but that would then require mortgage insurance. Then, the area that I specialize in, the government financing, we can take cash out using an FHA loan, and we can actually go to 85% loan to value. Then, if you were to combine a first and a second mortgage, we can take that to just about 98% loan to value. And then, not to leave out the VA loan, we can go to 90% loan to value using that. Now, the FHA and the VA do have a streamlined process which does require less documentation. Depending on the lender that we would place you at, you may or may not be required to have an appraisal with that refinance.
Patty, we've just discussed some of the refinancing options, and both of us have mentioned there are lots of opportunities. So anybody that has a situation should really give us a call to see how we can help them. But let's talk about purchase financing. And today what I'm seeing as a realtor in the marketplace is that approximately 50% of the purchases under $400,000 are being completed with FHA financing. Now that's a government type of insured loan, and it requires a minimum down payment of 3.5%. So it's not a lot of money. Now that money can also be a gift from a relative or even a qualified charity. Now the seller can contribute up to 6% towards closing costs, and I realize that is a lot of money. So not all sellers are going to be open to doing that. But as a mortgage broker, we have the flexibility sometimes of covering that difference through adjusting the interest rate and having a contribution or a larger credit going towards the borrower's closing costs. So where there's a will, there's a way. Give us a call and we'd be happy to, if you want home ownership, we'd be happy to discuss ways that we can assist you in getting into a home.
You're right, John. Right now, FHA is making up 50% of purchase loans. And it's great that we've got the 3.5% down payment, which is attractive to home buyers. And we've got the ability to use either gift money or grant money from qualified institutions. So this offers a lot of flexibility. You could even use a co-borrower. So we can go over all the details on how we might be able to get you into home ownership using the FHA loan. Then, I don't want to miss out on the fact that when you're going conventional financing, we do even have the ability to go 3% down. Now, there are more details involved in that, but I'd certainly be happy to talk to you about that 3% down program as well.
We also have 200% financing options. One is the VA loan for veterans, and the other is the USDA Rural Development. Now, with the VA loan, a seller can contribute up to 4% towards the closing costs. So again, it requires very little money if you're a veteran to get into a home.
Before we leave FHA, I want to remind everybody that if you're in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, we may still be able to refinance your loan or help you with a purchase. You just need to have made your last 12 payments on time. And this is unique to the FHA program. Other programs would require a borrower to wait years after their discharge date for home financing. So call me and we'll see if this can fit your situation.
You know, another product, Patty, is the reverse mortgage. Now, the reverse mortgage is something that we're not currently offering as a mortgage broker at this time. But I wanted to make you aware of it because it is a great product. It allows somebody that's 62 years old to purchase a home without regards to income or credit. Instead, they have to put down about 50%. Now, the neat thing about a reverse mortgage is that you can use it to purchase a home. So you don't need to stay in your existing home, which is traditionally where reverse mortgages have been used. So you can actually go out and buy a brand new house or townhouse with a reverse mortgage. And did you know that you can even use it on multifamily? So you could buy a 1 to a 4 unit, so that means a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. And imagine a senior on a fixed income not having to make a P&I payment, a principal and interest payment on a mortgage, and receiving income from 1 or more units. It's a great way, possibly in retirement, to enhance your income stream. So take a look at a reverse mortgage purchase and even consider using it on a multifamily property.
As the FHA specialist, I want to touch on just a few of the special aspects of the FHA loan. Now, if you were to buy a HUD home, there are programs available that would allow for $100 down payment as opposed to that 3.5% down. You could also include minimal repairs into that mortgage at closing. Now, one of my favorite programs, and this goes years back, but it does come and go just depending on what the market is allowing for. It's the Huds Good Neighbor Next Door program. And that allows for people who are in certain careers, firefighters, policemen, EMTs, and teachers, to qualify for 50% off of the list price on certain HUD homes. John, can you tell us what else is new in the market today?
I'd love to. Besides the utilization of FHA for certain HUD programs, and again, the HUD programs come and they go with regards to the inventory, so what we talked about today may or may not be available in the future. So give us a call, we'll update you. The other thing is that today, as opposed to the past, we can now market properties within our multiple listing service as rentals. And so we can either sell them and or offer them for rent. Many people today are landlords by circumstances versus design, meaning their life has changed, they need to sell, the market doesn't allow for it because of the depressed pricing, and so they're marketing their home instead as a rental. Now we have specific forms and procedures, and you're going to want to make sure that you do things correctly because the laws are always changing. Give me a call. I will be happy to share with you the latest and greatest forms and rules and regulations so that you can be a landlord correctly.
It's great to know that existing homeowners have yet another option.
You always have options. If you're facing something other than a traditional sale where you have equity in your home and you're selling it naturally, give us a call. We would be happy to discuss what we know at any given time with regards to real estate options and mortgage options. But before you make any decisions, again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that I'm strongly recommending that you do consult your attorney and or tax person, such as an accountant, because every decision you make other than a traditional sale will carry with it certain repercussions, and that could be legal, tax deficiencies, judgments. It could involve other things as well. So you need to go ahead and visit with everybody and make the right decision based on lots of information. And we have lots of information and lots of reports, which we're more than happy to share with you.
Exactly. A real estate transaction as well as mortgage transaction these days, they're so much more complex than they were even a few years ago. And we want to help our viewers, their friends, and their family. But you need to call us. So please call us if you have concerns because there is so much information that we have to share with you.
Information and report is something we have a lot of. As a matter of fact, RE/MAX has created some special guides for buying, selling, investing, and renovation, in addition to other reports that I have access to through some of the products and programs that I'm involved with. So give me a call. We'd be happy to share those reports to you. You can send them out via the mail or email them over to you.
And don't forget our two main websites. You can go to ventureloanapp.com. That's ventureloanapp.com to learn about various loan programs as well as starting a loan application.
Exactly, Patty. And to begin an online home search, I can help. You can go to my website at minneapolis-stpaulhomes.com and begin yourself setting up the parameters such as price range, areas, and other things that, like bedrooms, baths, and things. Or I can set that up for you. Give me a call and I'd be happy to help.
We've shared a lot of information today, and I know you're going to have questions. So please call us and see how we can help you with your specific scenario. I hope you've enjoyed our show today. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching. Don't keep us a secret.